Are you ready to defy the common narrative of aging, where strength fades and vitality diminishes? Today, we're diving deep into a powerful, yet often overlooked, secret that can help you maintain robust muscle health and live a vibrant life, no matter your age. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Thomax, and I'm so glad to welcome you back to Health Hub Central. This is the place where we explore the science of healthy aging, focusing on how to live strong, meaningful lives in every season of our journey. We believe that age is just a number, and true strength comes from within. If this is your first time joining our community, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Every week, I share simple yet powerful, evidence-based strategies to help you maintain muscle strength, sharpen your memory, and cultivate a positive spirit after 50. Our mission is to empower you with knowledge. Just last week, during my usual morning walk in the park, I ran into Mr. William, a patient I've known for nearly 10 years. At 72, he still maintains his daily walking habit, a testament to his dedication to health. However, that day, I noticed a subtle change. He paused midway, gently rubbing his knee, and offered a knowing smile. "Doc," he said, "I can still walk, but my legs feel weaker these days, even though I'm eating healthy and staying active." His words echoed a common concern among many of my patients. I looked at him and replied softly, "You might be missing something small, Mr. William, but very important. Something that helps your muscles actively fight the silent, insidious process of aging. This something is often overlooked, yet it holds immense power for muscle health. And that small thing, surprisingly, can be found right in your local supermarket. Just open a can, and you'll discover the strength of the sea inside: sardines. These tiny fish are often underestimated, overshadowed by more glamorous seafood options. Most people overlook sardines. They're not as fancy as salmon, not as expensive, and they certainly don't get flashy advertisements. Yet, as I often tell my patients, sometimes the simplest, most humble things hold the greatest power for our health and longevity. I frequently remind my older patients, we can't turn back time, but we can absolutely choose to age wisely and powerfully. To achieve this, we must prioritize and protect our muscles, because muscles are the fundamental foundation of our physical independence and overall well-being. When muscle strength begins to fade, it initiates a cascade of declines throughout the body. We lose balance, increasing our risk of falls. Our stamina diminishes, making everyday tasks more challenging. Eventually, other systems begin to decline, our bones weaken, our heart health can suffer, and even our cognitive function can be impacted. Have you ever noticed that after 50, even if you maintain your diet and activity levels, your strength still seems to subtly fade away? This isn't just getting older, it's a specific biological process known as sarcopenia. It's the gradual, age-related loss of muscle mass, strength, and function. Sarcopenia means your body becomes less efficient at building and repairing protein. Muscle fibers are gradually replaced by fat and connective tissue, leading to that feeling of being slower, weaker, and more easily fatigued. But here's the crucial educational point: you can significantly slow this process down. One of your strongest allies in this fight against sarcopenia is the humble sardine. I recall a patient, Mary, who was 68 years old when she first came to me with concerns about her muscle strength. She explained, "I exercise regularly, eat plenty of vegetables, and drink milk, but my arms still feel weak. It's harder to lift things now." I asked her, "Do you eat fish regularly?" She smiled, "Sometimes, but usually only salmon. Everyone says it's good for the heart, so I stick with that." "Salmon is indeed a fantastic food," I affirmed, "but sometimes the best food for your body isn't the most expensive or popular one. It's the one that precisely fits your body's evolving needs," I explained. "Try adding sardines to your diet." She looked surprised, perhaps even a little skeptical. However, 3 months later, Mary returned to my office with a radiant smile and a renewed sense of vigor. "Doctor," she exclaimed, "I didn't change much else, just added sardines a few times a week. But now I feel so much stronger, and my daily tasks are easier." Her subsequent blood tests confirmed her subjective experience: lower markers of inflammation, significantly higher vitamin D levels, and improved omega-3 fatty acid profiles. It was as if her body had become a few years younger, at least in terms of energy and muscle vitality. So, what exactly makes sardines so incredibly special for muscle health, especially as we age? It's their unique and potent combination of essential nutrients, working synergistically to support muscle maintenance and repair. Sardines offer a rare blend of high-quality protein, beneficial omega-3 fatty acids, vital vitamin D, and natural calcium. In just one small serving, sardines provide the complete, high-quality protein necessary to rebuild and repair muscle tissue after daily activity or exercise. Their omega-3s, specifically EPA and DHA, are powerful anti-inflammatory agents that reduce muscle soreness and improve recovery. Vitamin D is crucial for enhancing calcium absorption and directly supporting muscle function. And those soft, edible bones? They are a natural, bioavailable source of calcium, essential not only for strong bones but also for proper muscle contraction and nerve function. This comprehensive nutritional profile is why I often refer to sardines as the perfect anti-aging meal for your muscles. They are a true gift from nature, packed with everything your aging muscles crave. You might be thinking, but I don't like the taste, sardines are too strong or fishy for me. I completely understand that initial hesitation. Many people have preconceived notions about sardines, often based on past experiences or unfamiliarity. However, I encourage you to reconsider. Trust me, with a little culinary creativity, sardines can be incredibly delicious and versatile. Try grilling them lightly with a drizzle of olive oil and fresh lemon slices, which brightens their flavor. Or, mash them into a fresh salad with avocado and herbs, creating a nutrient-dense and flavorful meal. You might be pleasantly surprised by how good they taste when prepared thoughtfully. The fundamental point is this: achieving optimal health, especially muscle health, doesn't have to start with complicated or expensive interventions. Sometimes, it's the small, consistent, and intelligent dietary choices, like incorporating a simple can of sardines, that make the most profound and lasting difference in our physical well-being. And perhaps right now, you're wondering, can something this simple truly slow down the aging process in my muscles? Let me be clear, sardines are not a magical cure-all. However, I have witnessed their remarkable impact firsthand in countless patients. I've seen hundreds of my older patients regain significant strength, improve their muscle tone, and, most importantly, feel confident and capable in their own bodies again. Science refers to this as anti-inflammatory and cellular muscle protection, a sophisticated process that supports muscle integrity at a microscopic level. I, however, prefer to call it a gift from nature to aging bodies, a simple yet profound way to nourish our most vital tissues. So, if you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, and you aspire for your body not just to exist, but to move freely, powerfully, and with purpose, consider starting with something small yet mighty, a can of sardines. Let it be a tangible symbol of action, a declaration of your belief that aging does not have to define your strength. What truly defines your strength is how you choose to nourish and care for your body every single day. You see, I've always believed that age isn't the enemy of health. Instead, it's simply a profound test to see how well we've learned to understand, respect, and respond to the evolving needs of our own bodies. Our bodies are truly miraculous machines, constantly working to maintain and repair themselves. Every single day, millions of muscle cells are replaced and renewed through a complex biological process. However, after the age of 50, this crucial renewal process naturally slows down. Your body requires more specific and higher quality raw materials to stay strong and resilient. Unfortunately, in our modern diets, most people simply don't provide it with enough of what it truly needs. So, I often pose this question to my patients: have you ever eaten what you thought was well, slept soundly, yet still felt inexplicably weak or fatigued? Most of them nod in agreement. This is because the problem isn't always about how much we eat, it's fundamentally about what we eat, and the nutritional density of those choices. And that, precisely, is where sardines shine. Sardines are one of nature's richest and most bioavailable sources of complete protein. A typical 100-gram serving provides approximately 20 grams of easily digested and absorbed protein. This makes them perfect for repairing and rebuilding muscle tissue after daily activities, a workout, or even during a long night's rest. This high-quality protein ensures your muscles have the amino acid building blocks they need. But what truly elevates sardines above many other protein sources is their exceptional omega-3 fatty acid content, specifically EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. Imagine your muscles as a dedicated team of workers, constantly building and repairing. If they are surrounded by chronic inflammation, akin to noise, smoke, and stress, they will inevitably burn out and become less efficient. This is precisely what happens to your muscle cells under chronic inflammation, which can be triggered by stress, processed foods, or simply the natural process of aging. The omega-3s found abundantly in sardines act as gentle yet powerful cleaners and anti-inflammatory agents. They reduce systemic inflammation, allowing your muscle cells to function optimally, recover more efficiently, and rebuild stronger. A compelling study published by the U.S. National Institute of Nutrition highlighted this benefit, finding that older adults with higher omega-3 intake tend to maintain greater muscle mass and strength compared to those with lower intake. The good news is, you don't need expensive supplements to achieve this. A simple, affordable can of sardines provides a significant portion of the omega-3s your body needs. Let's not overlook the critical importance of vitamin D. After the age of 60, our skin becomes significantly less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight exposure. Without adequate vitamin D, muscles can lose their flexibility, strength, and overall functional capacity. This vital nutrient plays a direct role in muscle contraction and growth. Sardines are one of the few natural food sources that are exceptionally rich in this essential vitamin. Just one small serving can provide 25 to 30% of your daily recommended vitamin D needs. This makes them an invaluable dietary component for maintaining muscle health, especially for older adults who are often deficient in this nutrient. I once had a conversation with Helen, a 75-year-old patient, who confessed, "Doctor, I've lost my taste for fish. It often tastes too fishy, and it feels like too much trouble to prepare." I smiled and gently suggested, "Think of sardines differently, Helen. They aren't fancy gourmet food, they are real, whole food. They come from the ocean, largely unprocessed, and are packed with exactly what your body needs to thrive." 3 months later, Helen returned to my office, her face glowing with renewed energy. "I can garden again without feeling completely exhausted," she shared. "My knees don't ache as much, and I feel like I've gained a few years back in terms of my physical capabilities." I believed her wholeheartedly, because the body responds honestly and powerfully to how we choose to nourish it. Sardines offer another significant, often overlooked advantage. They are small and have relatively short lifespans. This means they accumulate very low levels of mercury compared to larger, longer-lived fish. This makes them one of the safest and most recommended fish choices for older adults, whose liver and nervous systems can be more sensitive to environmental toxins. Now, you might be asking, how should I eat sardines for the best results and maximum muscle health benefits? I typically recommend incorporating them into your diet 2 to 3 times per week, aiming for a serving size of about 100 to 120 grams. When purchasing, choose sardines packed in water or pure olive oil, avoiding those in less healthy vegetable oils. And if you can, make sure to eat the soft, edible bones. They are an incredible, natural source of calcium and other minerals vital for both bone and muscle health. A simple, delicious way I personally enjoy them is mashing sardines with ripe avocado, a squeeze of fresh lemon juice, and some chopped fresh vegetables. It's a balanced, energy-boosting, and incredibly nutritious meal. The true beauty of sardines extends beyond their nutritional profile. They don't just feed the body. They also feed the belief that you still have significant control over how you age and how strong and capable you remain. I've witnessed many individuals in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s return to gentle workouts, not to chase youth, but to keep their bodies alive, flexible, and free. When they combine light, consistent exercise, such as walking, yoga, or simple resistance training, with a diet that intelligently includes nutrient-dense foods like sardines, the transformation is truly remarkable. They experience better sleep quality, faster recovery from physical activity, and a profound increase in self-confidence and physical autonomy. If I could leave you with one overarching message today, it would be this: aging is an inevitable journey. Weakness, however, is largely optional. You can choose to let your muscles gradually fade away, accepting it as an unavoidable consequence of time. Or, you can actively help them fight back, through consistent love, mindful attention, and intelligent nourishment. Sometimes, that profound act of self-love and care begins with something as simple and accessible as a small piece of fish. You see, when I talk about sardines, I'm not just talking about a food item. I'm talking about a philosophy of living, a proactive approach to self-care. It's about how we consciously choose to care for ourselves, especially when the boundless energy of youth is no longer on our side. Because one day, we all come to the realization that our body doesn't respond quite the way it used to. Simple, everyday things, standing up from a chair, climbing a flight of stairs, lifting groceries, can suddenly feel harder than before. And in those small, often challenging moments, we finally begin to understand the true, invaluable worth of muscle strength. It's not about vanity, it's about maintaining our freedom, our independence, and our ability to engage with the world on our own terms. One of my patients once shared a profound thought with me: "Doctor, I'm not afraid of aging. I'm just afraid of not being strong enough to continue doing the things I love. That sentence has resonated with me for years because it serves as a powerful reminder that health isn't merely a number on a lab report. It is, fundamentally, the ability to live fully, joyfully, and unrestrained by the limitations of our physical body. And to achieve that, you don't need complex secrets or quick shortcuts. What you need are small, intentional, and consistent choices every single day: a simple, nutritious meal, a gentle walk in nature, a full and restorative night's sleep. Sardines, to me, perfectly embody that philosophy: simple, humble, yet brimming with life's essential energy. Every time you open a can of sardines, imagine you're actively feeding every cell, every heartbeat, every single fiber of your being. See it not just as a meal, but as a conscious act of profound self-love and investment in your future self. And to all of you watching today, especially those who have given so much to others and perhaps, in the process, forgotten to care for yourselves, please remember this vital truth: it's never too late to start. Never too late to begin again. Never too late to become stronger, more resilient, and more vibrant than you were yesterday. Let sardines, or whatever healthy, nutrient-dense food you choose to incorporate, be a gentle yet powerful reminder that you still possess the incredible power to decide how you age. You can choose to grow old and weary, accepting decline as your fate. Or, you can choose to grow old and strong, still walking proudly, independently, and powerfully on your own 2 feet. I often tell my patients, taking care of your health isn't about running from age, it's about learning to live peacefully, powerfully, and gratefully with it. When you make peace with the passage of time, fear often fades. What remains, then, is a deep sense of gratitude for every breath, every step, every sunrise that still greets you with the promise of a new day. So, if you take one single, transformative thing from this video today, I sincerely hope it's this: age doesn't mark the end of your strength. Instead, it begins a new, profound chapter, where you have the opportunity to learn to love and nourish your body more deeply and intelligently than ever before. Let your body truly feel that love, through every mindful meal, every conscious breath, and every small, intentional movement you make. And this week, I challenge you, try adding just 1 can of sardines to your meals. Do it not just to nourish your muscles, but to nourish your belief that time may age us, but our conscious choices keep us strong. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. If you found this educational and inspiring, please share it with someone you care about. Because sometimes, a single can of sardines can change more than just a meal, it can truly change a life. I'm Dr. Thomax, and as always, I wish you a strong body, a peaceful mind, and a beautiful, empowered journey through aging.